Hello, welcome, my lovely viewers. Welcome to my new video for the week. Matariki celebrations in New Zealand take place from the end of June to early July. So my upcoming videos for the next 2 weeks will be special since they are all part of the Matariki celebrations across this lovely nation. We are now on Mount Roskill, walking towards the summit where the Kite Festival will take place as part of the Matariki celebration. You must travel a little distance off the main road before reaching the mount summit. On the right, you can see the main state highway, also known as Southwestern Motorway 20. As we traveled further, the road became steeper, and our rising slowed. However, the weather was extremely beautiful, and walking would not be too tiring even if we took harder climbs. We are now almost at the summit of the mountain. Matariki Festival brings communities together to contemplate and appreciate this beautiful time of year. Matariki, the Maori name for the Pleiades star cluster, signals the start of the Maori New Year in New Zealand. The Matariki era begins when the Matariki stars appear in the pre-dawn sky in midwinter, from late June to early July. Puketāpapa Manu Aute Kite Day, an annual event in Auckland, New Zealand, is set for June 16, 2024.
You guys know that song?
The event will be held at Puketāpapa or Puketāpapa or Mount Roskill from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. This event is part of the Matariki Festival, which commemorates the Maori New Year. Various stalls have been set up as part of the event. Near the front, there is a stall that offers face painting for children. Several games have been set up for the kids. This girl, along with the fans, appears to be enjoying the game. I am not sure what the name of the game is. You can also see one more game, which I'm not sure what it is. Matariki is also a moment to commemorate and honor those who have died. Aside from the stunning display, there will be lots of kite to purchase, as well as Matariki focus Karero, music, and kapahaka. Matariki is a time for Maori to remember their ancestors, who are believed to become stars after death. In Maori culture, kites represent the connection between heaven and earth. With the word Manu meaning kite or bird, they were used to transmit messages to ancestors, who were said to become stars after they die. Here, you can see some youngsters enjoying fun sliding down over the clothing that work as a slider. This day honors the Maori custom of kite flying, also known as Manu Tukutuku or Manu Aute. This is a chance for wana and communities to send messages of aroha into the sky. Make a traditional kite or bring your own and enjoy the spectacle of high-flying kites in a fun-filled day for the entire wana. Participants are encouraged to bring their own kites or simply admire the large-scale kites on exhibit. The event will feature games, workshops, and a variety of activities ideal for people of all ages. There will be no parking on the summit, but Bike Auckland will provide free bike valet. A shuttle will run throughout the day, transporting passengers up and down the Mauna. These kites are gigantic. One is a pink panther, and I believe the other is a Bugs Bunny. You can see the red rope attached to Bugs Bunny and Pink Panther from this old man's automobile. He owns these kites, and I see there are a couple other bags with him that are intended to contain more figures. I'm not sure if he would take those out. The wind isn't very strong. There is a mild wind, which causes these kites to fly higher and remain stationary. You can see the youngster controlling another type of kite with both of his hands. They are each carrying a plastic rope that ties to the kite's end. This one looks like a parachute. It appears easy to regulate. But I don't believe it is. He is fighting greatly to manage that kite. These two large kites stand out to me as the most prominent kites flying at the event. The Pink Panther's hue is so vibrant that it draws everyone in from afar. It's lovely to see these two flying high in the sky. Look at this one. As you can see, even a baby came to see this great occurrence. I assume he is enjoying the flying kites from the basket. There's a line of kites off in the distance. However, they are lesser in size when compared to the other larger ones flying here. I am not sure about these kite figures, but I believe the one below is an octopus and the one above is a stingray. Now you can see the person slowly releasing the green snake kite. He carefully releases the string as the snake slowly rises, attempting to catch up with the wind. Now it's in the sky. It has a long body that moves with the wind, as does its head. It was a lovely sight to see as it climbed higher and higher while the person calmly controlled it with the thread in his hand. You can see that this person has attached the rope to his truck. He owns the octopus and stingray kites. The rope is really strong. When he catches the rope, the wind lifts the kites, and he rises from the ground for a brief while. There should be some extremely large weights at the end of the rope, or it will undoubtedly end up high in the sky. Now, this guy is attempting to release another kite character alongside the other kites. While we watch, we can see how difficult it is to get it to expand to its maximum size and then fly. He makes numerous attempts. And if you look closely, you can see a hole at the head of that character. And when the wind enters, it fills with air and takes on its entire shape. Can you guess which character it will be? As the wind moves inside that, it takes on its shape. Oh, yes, as I expected, it is a gorgeous penguin. As more wind enters in, the shape begins to form, and it was a beautiful sight to witness. Finally, the penguin has grown into its full shape and is currently flying alongside the stingray and octopus. It looks very lovely. However, I noticed that the hole directly on top of its head occasionally makes it appear a little awful, but the hole on the head of the stingray and octopus is not visible. The holes are settled on those two characters, and they look fantastic. Once again, the kite line was divided into sections. It was also enjoyable to watch. Oh, what a magnificent sight! You can see all of the kites soaring in the sky, and it was a wonderful image to witness for anybody here. I lingered here for a while, admiring the beauty of all the kites. The pink panther is my favorite kite out of all of them. The color was quite bright, and it drew everyone in. The place becomes increasingly crowded over time. These three kites are now held together by the rope tied to the foot of this tiny tree. These three appear to be dancing together since their shapes are exactly the same. When I approached them and saw from the bottom, their size was very huge. When comparing the sizes of these three to the stingray and octopus groups, I noticed that this three kites combination appeared to be much larger. Look at the gorgeous penguin over there. It is also flying well through the sky. You can see these two little kids flying a kite. This is a pink jellyfish. This family is flying a butterfly here. While the father watches the children fly the pink jellyfish, the kids are busy flying it. This man was likewise quite interested in flying his blue butterfly. I believe this is a dragonfly. That appears to be the case. Yes, that is a dragonfly. And it is flying high into the sky. What a magnificent sight to see all these kites soaring in the sky. Now, we can see a group of individuals attempting to fly another kite. I rushed to this location to see how this one would rise in the sky. A guy and a woman grasp either end of the kite's head, attempting to extend the holes, so the wind will go inside, and the kite will eventually develop into its shape. You can also see another person clutching its tail. Here are two females attempting to fly a kite, but it fails. I believe the kite belongs to this guy. This person is likewise trying to make it fly, but it's failing. Several times, these people attempt to fly this kite, but it isn't occurring. The kite is not flying because I feel the wind is not passing through the holes in its head, allowing it to take on its full shape and soar into the sky. I stood there for a while filming this motion, hoping that it would get higher, but every time it failed. I was terribly disappointed. Finally, it's up in the sky. But I'm worried about it falling. Oh, it's gone down again. What a heartbreaking sight. Even after so many attempts, it was unsuccessful. This is the Mount Roskill suburb. Please check around this place. Most suburbs in New Zealand look like this. There's also a small dog that has come to view these kites flying up in the sky. This man is holding a kite featuring a character from the film Frozen. The black kite that is laying on the ground is large. It features a long tail with a black and white color scheme. Kids are running towards Bugs Bunny after witnessing him in large size. Yes, I can see that the kite that was not going up is now flying in the sky. It breaks my heart to see it come down again. It was a heartbreaking sight to see it go down yet again. We can see a few individuals standing on the top there, as well as other people sitting here, admiring the magnificent scene of kite flying in action. This one looks like a pirate ship's flag, with a flying dinosaur kite on top. Once again, it's a beautiful sight to see all of these kites flying while the area becomes increasingly packed. Oh, now this is the most beautiful scene that is happening here, as this man tries to fly flags from many countries. All of these flags were flying in the sky, and it was a lovely sight to see. And at the end of the strong string where these flags are linked, there is a black huge kite with a long black and white tail. And here's another side of the mountain, with a few people climbing from the bottom and others descending. The place is entirely green and appealing to anyone's eyes. On the right, you can see State Highway 20. There is a jet over there. This jet-shaped kite looks quite realistic. I enjoyed this kite as well, when compared to the other kites. I preferred this one. I love the Pink Panther the most. Now that always failing kite is up in the sky, and this man controls it. Examine the equipment in his hand. This is the first time I have seen something like this. I stood there for a while, looking at the machinery. If you look closely at the equipment, you can notice a disc brake on it. Yes, you heard it correctly, there is a disc brake on it. A disc brake equipment used for kite flying? This is something special. You can see the kite far away, and he controls it with this equipment. He releases the string to fly far. And if we need to halt, this disc brake enable him do so. This kite is also soaring quite high. I'm not sure about the shape, but it reminds me of the coronavirus. What happened here? Unfortunately, our Pink Panther and Bugs Bunny are offline. When I paid close attention, I heard the old man mention that the youngsters were holding and yanking the legs of the Bugs Bunny. Jumping on it when it's down makes the kite dirty, so he doesn't want to fly them anymore, so he brings them down. Actually, the spectator's attitude was quite inappropriate. If you're here to see the performance, please do so without bothering the individuals who worked so hard to put these magnificent kites in the sky. If children are participating in such events, it is the responsibility of every parent to ensure that their children do not behave like this. However, in this case, parents are pushing them to capture it while photographing or filming their children's actions. As a result of the children's bad behavior, the most beautiful kites are down, and future tourists who come here to see the kites will be unable to experience the beauty of the Bugs Bunny and Pink Panther again. This mother is building a recently purchased kite for her daughter. So, as we prepare to depart, I've admired all of these flying kites one final time. We started descending this mountain now. As I return, I noticed that many people have gathered in this location to witness this wonderful spectacle. You can see that this lady is experimenting with numerous ideas here. She is creating a channel so that when the ball falls from the top, it will go down through these pipes and arrive at the bottom. You can see people sitting here, observing the magnificent music show that is taking place. Children and the elderly are enjoying the games together. So this is the Auckland Council Library van, and I can see a lot of volumes inside. There are also some more stores set up where tourists can purchase goodies to munch on. For the last time, I looked up at the loving kites up in the sky. As we descend, we can see several others heading up to view the show. So we're almost down there now. Once again, my dear viewers, I want to thank everyone for watching my video. If you enjoyed my material, please give it a thumbs up and click the subscribe button, as your help would be greatly appreciated for my channel's growth. I'll see you all in the next video next week. Best wishes from Manu Aute Matariki. Thank you.